What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And today's build video is going to be the Lady Death build everybody wants. This is the build that everyone looks for whenever they type in Lady Death build, and this is just what it is that they're looking for. Let's be real. You want the amplified damage, you want the armor, you want the base damage, you want survivability, and you want to be able to run around and shoot things, right? Pretty simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some gameplay of me just doing that, running around and shooting things. Not only that, but all the things die. It's pretty nice. So sit back, relax, enjoy the gameplay. We'll be right back for the build breakdown. But don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comment section below what you think. But without further ado, here is some PvP gameplay of the Lady Death build everybody wants. Enjoy.
System malfunction. System activated. Boost about to come online. Boost about to come online. Boost now active. Agent down. Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Rogue Striker drone detected. Immediate medical assistance needed. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. Agent down.
I'm sending you a specialization supply drop.
Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Boost now active. Allies are acquiring the boost. The boost has been taken by allies. Rogue did. An agent needs assistance. Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Agent down. Rogue Restorer Hive detected. Serious trauma detected. Agent down. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected.
Supply drop is being claimed by the enemy. There are no more rogue reinforcements.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
The fight is halfway done.
Boost about to come online. Boost now active. Allies are acquiring the boost. The boost has been taken by allies. Boost about to come online. Agent down.
You're almost out of time.
Boost now active.
Victory is yours. Good job.
Agent needs assistance. The boost is now offline. Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent down. Agent vital signs 0. Rogue Stinger Hive detected.
A specialization supply drop has been arranged for you.
Rogue Minder Firefly detected. Immediate medical.
Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. So let's jump into the build breakdown. Now there is actually something I want to test actually right before we do the build breakdown. So let's go over to the range and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Because there are two different versions of this build. I have released a different version of this build previously, and I'm going to show you why I am releasing this one opposed to the one I have used before. Okay. Actually, we can switch builds right here. Okay. So here is the build that I am going to be doing the breakdown for. It's 1.5 million armor, Hunter's Fury with 2 pieces of Sokolov, Intimidate, Adrenaline Rush. This is textbook Lady Death build. It's a Hunter's Fury build that gives you amplified damage up to 45%, and you have Intimidate, which gives you 35% amplified damage on top of the Lady Death, which in PvE gives you 75% amplified damage, but in PvE in PvP it drops down to 60. So 75 in PvE and 60 in PvP. Now, a lot of you might be saying, yeah, well, Kami, you've already done this one with perfect Intimidate. Why are you doing it this way? Well, let's look at that. So I have another one, boop, right here. Hold on. Actually, hold on. I could just do this. Look. So here's my Sokolov Concerned chess piece. Let's switch it out for a Hunter Killer. All reds, crit damage, you know the drill. Okay. I already have enough crit chance on the build that it doesn't matter if this one has crit chance or not. But as long as it has the crit damage on both of those, we are good to go. So here is with the perfect Intimidate and 1 piece of Sokolov Concern. Remember, 5 meters, and then put the veterancy at invulnerable named. Or is it invulnerable elite? Yeah, there we go. Invulnerable elite. All right, make sure you have your stacks up on your Lady Death. All right, here we go. So 5 meters, we're just going to do some chest shots. Just watch my crit. So 613, you see that? 613. All right, 613 and 251. 613 and 251. 613 and 251. All right, so 613, 251. Now here is with 2 Sokolov. All right. 628, but 242. So my base hit is about 9K less, right? So the base K is about 9K, yeah, about 9,000 less, but my crit is 11K more. So this is why I am deciding to use the build this way instead of the perfect Intimidate. Now, my logic before with perfect Intimidate, and it still is my favorite chess piece in the game, is that perfect Intimidate gives you that 40% amplified damage in both PvE and PvP no matter what. Now, using a all, SMG build with all crit and using 2 pieces of Sokolov Concern instead of the 1 piece with the Hunter Killer, I also get that plus 15% crit damage on top of this. So it kind of equals out, which is weird, that using perfect Intimidate versus normal Intimidate with a 15% crit buff, I am still hitting less on my normal hits, but on my crits, I'm hitting a little bit more. So this kind of goes into the is it really worth it kind of deal. And I'm sitting here saying for this build breakdown, yes, it is worth it because you are using the Lady Death with Hunter's Fury and Intimidate. So you're getting all of these different amplified buffs. Now, what makes it so good is that it just so happens that Sokolov Concern gives you that SMG damage, but running two of them also gives you crit damage, which is perfect for an SMG build. So this seems to be the one exception where the normal Intimidate might be better than the perfect Intimidate, where it does hit a little bit less on those base numbers, but it does hit a lot more on those crit numbers. So using an SMG, you're already critting so much that it just makes sense to go with that option. That way you could have more damage going on with those crits. I hope that makes sense to everyone, because I do have a hardest hitting Lady Death build on YouTube right now, and I believe it uses the perfect Intimidate. So just so you know, I'm running it this way with this combination because the crits are hitting a little bit higher, and I actually do like it. Now, with that being said, a lot of people can't get the perfect Intimidate. So my other reasoning for using this build combination is that anybody in the game can put this build together. It's so simple. Just 2 Sokolov Concern, 4 Hunter's Fury, you're good to go. It's super simple. Now, let's go ahead and do a official build breakdown. All right. So starting off at the top, I am using the Demolitionist specialization. The reason I am using the Demo specialization for this build is that whenever I lose all of my armor, it refills the magazine of the weapon I have equipped. And for more times than not in PvP, that actually does help you out quite a bit. And with the Lady Death, I am doing a lot of running and gunning. So I'm not using a shield or anything like that. Instead, what I'm using are 2 skills to combat all of those skill builds or shield builds or whatever it is they want to use. So I'm using the EMP sticky with the jammer pulse. So it's kind of like a if one won't do it, the other one will kind of situation. Now I'm running this with 4 blue core attributes. All of my Hunter's Fury gear have blue core attributes. The reason being, and I've noticed this over time, is a lot of you like more survivability. You look at my normal PvP builds and you're like, yo, bro, all reds? Come on, bro. Why would you do that? All reds? Ugh, come on. And so every once in a while, I'll try to give you guys more armor for my build videos. That way you can see what it's like when I do put more armor on there. Now, for me personally, I enjoy a very aggressive, like run and gun playstyle without a shield. That's my go-to. Now, for a lot of you, I understand how shields are more reliable. They help you survive, whatever, get you out of a pickle. So with that being said, you can use a shield with this build. You could use the Crusader shield. So if I were to put that on, doop-a-doop, it would be a tier 4 shield. And let's see, let's make sure I have all the mods on here to give you some good numbers. Okay. So tier 4 shield, and I would have just under 3.5 million health on that shield if I were to run it this way. And if that's the case, I would run it just like this with the Crusader and the Jammer Pulse. But as I said earlier, I'm more of a run and gun guy, and the Lady Death is like the ultimate run and gun weapon in the game. Not only that, but it benefits you from running around. So, I mean, I don't know. The shield is nice for survivability if you need it, but for me personally, I'd rather go with the EMP sticky bomb to get rid of other people's shields. Okay, so that's why I'm using the specialization. Now let's look at the weapons. So for the weapons, I'm using the Lady Death as my primary weapon. It's a Lady Death build that everyone wants, and you got to use the Lady Death. So here's this one. It is God rolled. Everything's maxed out. 80.7k on that total damage. Now the secondary is a military M870 with InSync. God rolled, max damaged armor, damaged targets out of cover, and shotgun damage. This one's a lot of fun. If you go back to the gameplay, it's really funny procking the in sync and just like one hitting people. It's stupid. It's stupid funny. Not only that, but I'm at 1.5 million armor. So I'm running around with like a tank running gun build with M870 as my secondary. It's pretty dumb. I like it. And then my sidearm I'm not using because I have a M870, but my sidearm's a double barrel sawed-off with preservation and damaged targets out of cover. All right, now let's look at the build itself. So 4-piece Hunter's Fury and 2 pieces of Sokolov Concern. Super easy to make. This is a super easy build that anyone can make. Now starting off with the Hunter's Fury. So the gear set bonuses I get from this build, 15% shotgun and SMG damage. I also get 20% armor on kill and 100% health on kill. And with the 4-piece, I now get the talent Apex Predator. So whenever I'm within 15 meters of an enemy, you will see a debuff icon over their head, and that amplifies my damage by 20%. Not only that, but when I kill a debuffed enemy, it'll disorient other enemies around them and amplify my damage even further. So if I had all procs just from Hunter's Fury, I can get 45% amplified damage just from the procs. So that's for the Hunter's Fury, so the 4 pieces. Now the Hunter's Fury mask, I have max armor and crit damage with a max crit damage mod. For the gloves, max armor, max crit chance. For the knee pads, max armor, max crit damage. And for the holster, max armor and then crit damage at 10.2. So you can make this build hit a little bit more. All right, now for the 2 pieces of Sokolov Concern. Now the Sokolov Concern brand set bonuses I get from this build, the 10% SMG damage and also the 15% crit damage. Now remember, I will preface again, if you have Perfect Intimidate, you can hit harder for the base numbers with Perfect Intimidate. However, with 2 pieces of Sokolov Concern, it makes the crit hits a little bit harder with this combination compared to that one, just so you know. I'm only running it this way because it is easier for you to make, and it hits a little bit harder when you're critting. Now, looking at the talent, I do have Intimidate on the chest piece, so that is 35% amplified weapon damage for both PvE and PvP. Now, this chest piece is God rolled, max weapon damage, and crit chance with a max crit damage mod. And then the last piece of the puzzle, Sokolov Concern backpack. Now this one with Adrenaline Rush. Now remember, Adrenaline Rush is different in both PvE and PvP. So in PvE, you can see right here, within 10 meters of an enemy, I will gain 20% bonus armor per stack. I can stack that up to 3 times. However, in PvP, it is cut in half. So whenever I'm within 10 meters of an enemy, now I only gain 10% bonus armor, and it stacks up to 3 times. Now back to the backpack attributes, max weapon damage, crit damage with 5% crit chance, and a max crit damage mod. Now going to the stats sheet, there we go, tongue twister there. This is for the Lady Death. 80.7k weapon damage with 26.9k PvP weapon damage. I'm at 50% crit chance and 159 crit damage. If this build were to be fully optimized, you can get up to 59 and 161. But that is only if this is fully optimized. Now we also have 70% headshot damage and 6% armor damage. Going to the offensive tab, 40% all weapon damage bonus and 55% SMG damage bonus. So every time I use the Lady Death, I have 95% damage bonus total. Now, as far as the gear talents, I have Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate, pretty much the meta of all metas, with Hunter's Fury. Now, the defensive tab, 1.475 million armor with 295k armor on kill. I am at 336k health with 336k health on kill. Now going down to my explosive resistance and hazard protection, these are both at 10%, and that is due to my watch level. So here is my disclaimer for all my build videos. Now for this build video, I am currently shade level 2842. That means all of these attribute boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. So if you are at or above shade level 1000 and you copy and paste my build, you will get the exact same numbers and results. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these attribute boxes will be lower than max, and therefore when you copy and paste my build, some of your stats will be lower than mine. Don't worry, it's still a great build. Just remember that to fully optimize your build to its fullest potential, you should be shade level 1000. It is not a requirement, it is a recommendation. And there you guys have it. This is the Lady Death build that everybody wants. I am Kamikazevondoom. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.